Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire.
Hello, good evening.
That's it? That's all you got? Hello, good evening. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Lenny Scott in the Philippines, where it feels like it's a bit warm. Hope everybody is doing well out there, doing safely. Safely? Is that a word? Well, you don't.
Safely.
You don't.
Good evening, guys. Shout
Hey,
out to
Peter, thanks. Thanks for the comment. Hope you're still here.
Hope you are not
A couple
snoring.
minutes late.
Good evening, guys. We are late. Not too late.
Not too late.
We are late. It's 9:50.
What time is it?
9:54 na.
9:24.
Good evening. How are you guys? How's everybody? Come and join us. What's it, Peter?
Peter said, isn't that sweet? They look like they're the same height. They're talking after that.
Lurking? Why are you lurking? You're sleeping na?
No, be lurking, Peter. Come on up and say hello. I just dropped a link. Lynn's got our channel, so I got to do this because Lynn doesn't know how to do it.
That's my, not our channel.
I don't have my glass. Why isn't it our channel?
Wait na.
Oh, yeah, never mind. No. Keep it. I gotta do it on this. Go ahead, keep it on your channel.
What time is there? Is 9, 10, 11, 12 na?
12 o'clock, Peter? You're up awful late. Your girlfriend's gonna be mad.
Don't worry, don't sleep. Don't work tomorrow. Thank you so much, Mr. Cafe.
Wait a minute. What am I doing here? Oh, yeah. May I have my glasses, please? So I hope everybody's doing great out there. Hopefully everybody's avoiding the typhoon that's coming. And look, this one, they say, I think they said this one's going to be a super typhoon. Is that what we saw tonight?
Yeah, but it's not sure how.
Yeah, it's north of us. It's north of Manila, but that part up there, this is like their third typhoon in a week or a week and a half, something like that. And then there's one or two more coming behind it. So it's going to be, that's just going to be kind of crazy.
How about you, Mr. Cafe? You said you have also storm. How's the weather? He said this afternoon.
Oh, really? What kind of storms you got there? I thought it was wintertime there. It's summertime there?
Summertime. I can't afford other. This up to what? You sell the 1 hectare of your
Yeah, sell it 1 hectare so you can afford a girlfriend, Peter.
Some are the
You're more than welcome to come up, Peter. I pinned the link at the top there.
15%. Yeah, that's the what goes as well. Only that's
Can you tell who's been working and who hasn't?
what's working.
And who's been working, who's sweating?
Where's the sweet thing? Sweet thing?
Oh, yeah, because somebody had me work in the store. Somebody else slept. Somebody else had to take a nap because he's old. Peter said a little bit of rain, but not enough. No, honey, not right at us. That's good right there. Yeah. Peter said a little bit of rain, but not enough. That's all we got. We got rain last night, right? Sunday night, we got rain.
I didn't notice this.
Was it Sunday night or Monday morning? Saturday, Sunday night?
Monday tonight.
Oh, there he is. He doesn't have a shirt on again.
Dude, it's 32 degrees Celsius here.
It's 30 degrees Celsius? That's it?
32.
Wow.
Oh.
Wait, what time is it there now? It's 12?
And that's at 11:30 at night. So
Oh, wow. Still awake?
Lynn thinks all old people should be in bed by 8 o'clock.
I usually am. I'm usually snoring by 8 o'clock.
The old people sleep like 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. Oh my gosh.
She sleeps before I do.
I'm cranky.
That's only because you're there.
What?
When she was single, she didn't sleep much at all.
Oh.
Yeah? Wow. Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh
That's
yeah,
because I had all the boyfriends coming over.
we've been
How did you know?
before she even started talking to you, man. We've been friends for years. I know this little one.
Oh, yeah? So you noticed a lot that you didn't go to bed early.
No,
She'd
If
have
you
the
have a
store
good-
open until 10:30 at night.
I just sleep before at
Oh, now she goes to bed right after she closes the store. She says, "Oh, it's time you have to go to bed."
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
about
because-
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock or 10.
She made me take a nap today.
And then
Of
she's up
course.
at 4 o'clock opening the bloody store.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, I know.
like,
Well, she doesn't open the store early anymore. She sometimes doesn't open the store till 7.
7, sometimes 6. Not
Oh my
like
God.
before. Oh.
Oh my God, you're going to bed early. You're sleeping in late.
Well, she's rich now, you know.
Yeah, I have a white guy, a foreigner.
yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
Zichi, how are
Hello,
you?
Zichi. Good evening.
Come on up, Zichi, if you want.
Yeah,
Yeah,
before
I
if
probably
I started
should.
at the store, I woke up like 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock, especially at the
What's that, a Nike shirt there, Scott?
Yeah, the Tiger shirt.
Ah, rich.
Baseball team back home.
maybe you are snoring now, but you hear that we're live. You're dreaming. Oh, you wake up.
No,
It's
it's,
Zichi.
I made a copy, actually.
You didn't give her a hard time today, Peter?
I couldn't. During the day, the signal here is absolute rubbish. They're working on the
Oh.
lines again.
What?
Between 8:30 at night and 8:30 in the morning, good signal. The rest of the day, I have to switch over to satellite.
Ah,
So what time is it there right now?
11:30 na.
11:30-ish
So you're PM or it's PM, right?
p.m. Yeah.
So you're 2 hours. You're only 2 hours ahead of us then.
Yep.
Okay. I used to be able to keep track of people when I was in the States, but for some reason, since I've been here, it's harder for some reason. I don't know why.
I don't keep track of anything. I know the Philippines. I know Western Australia.
In Australia, Peter is a nagos.
It's got too
What
many
goes on?
girlfriends.
You got to try and remember all the time zones in Europe and the USA. And it's like, oh, no, don't bother.
So how was your Halloween, Peter? Did you dress up and scare the kids or what?
He dressed up his own, only the
You?
kakaro.
One, I'm Australian. We don't do Halloween.
Oh, okay.
Two, I don't think people are going to walk around door to door when you live out in the countryside like I do.
Right.
Yeah. My nearest neighbour's a kilometre away. The next nearest is about 3.
Wow.
All right, so a couple of miles away. So I can't see the kids going door to door.
I know in the States for the country, you either get driven around by your mom and dad or you don't go, or you just have a party with all your friends.
Yeah. Yeah,
But they trick or treated here so trick or treat was what, Friday or Saturday? Friday?
And
Thursday or
but
Friday?
whole 2 weeks, 1 week.
But
like
for the whole weekend they trick or treated here.
Oh, for the whole weekend? That's nothing compared to their Christmas. Come on.
Well, the week before Halloween and the weekend after Halloween they trick or treat.
I'm sure that Cupcake's got all her Christmas decorations up by now.
What?
What?
What he said?
Christmas.
She's not wearing her hearing aid tonight, Peter, so you have to speak up.
Oh, God, hearing aid, glasses.
Yeah, she needs
Yeah.
glasses, but she won't go buy any. So
Yeah, I need
Yeah.
eyeglasses now. Sometimes, like now, I saw you. It looks like you are
what's it look
different,
like?
different
Does it
spirit,
look different there?
different spirit. Oh my goodness.
Uh-huh. Yeah, no. Sorry, Maria scared the hell out of me. She went shopping. She did a live stream shopping yesterday.
When?
Yes.
Yesterday? Oh,
Yesterday. Yeah, but she did it on Facebook, not on YouTube.
so what she buy to you? What she
Buy
bought?
me anything at all.
Nothing. Oh wow.
Nothing. I thought that was very rude.
Even
Oh,
even cigarette,
not even any ice cream?
tobacco.
No tobacco, no cigarettes, not even a coffee.
Man.
For how much you give for shopping and you don't have.
No, she went to all the department stores trying on clothes. Oh, look, this is only 299 Macau freaking dollars. These
How much
shoes
is
are only 300. Yeah, right.
Oh, we gossip to Maria, huh? Shout out to Maria.
Yeah, Maria. Yeah, that's it. It's
You
off.
want to buy an air conditioner? We have a 0.5 air conditioner for sale.
I got two, man.
Wow, he's got two of them.
Wow,
Okay.
can I borrow the one?
I got one that's like, it's 2,300 watts. It's only a cooler. Then I've got the other one, which is reverse cycle.
Oh, well, you use that one solar?
I don't use either of them. I hate air conditioning.
He doesn't like air conditioning.
Why?
Because if I go into air conditioning, my nose starts running. My eyes start watering.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I like the cool air, but I don't like it blowing right on me. Like she'll turn the fan directly at me, and I said, "Don't do that. It's okay to have the fan going, but I don't want it blowing right at me."
That's right.
But
Look,
your
a shopping
place
centre.
needs to have an aircon. Sorry.
If I go into a shopping center, 5 minutes, and I'm starting to sniff, and my eyes are watering.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's just they dry the air out too much or something. I don't know.
You might just because you don't run your air much, it might just be you're not used to the air conditioner, or they don't clean their filters out.
Yeah, I don't know. I occasionally have
What's
the
the
fan
sign
on.
of aging na living in the province?
I don't know what she said.
No, I missed it too.
He didn't understand either.
Oh,
What
why
she
you
said.
didn't understand? I said that's the sign of aging, living in the province.
Ah, okay.
Mm.
Sign of aging.
It's fresh
Uh,
and then, you know.
Now, occasionally I'll put the fan on, but
Usually doesn't put the
I
fan
can't
on.
take that. I can't take that for too long. I've got a very efficient system. I have evaporative cooling.
Ah, yeah, but doesn't that cause moisture in the house?
No, me. I sweat. When I sweat, I cool down real quick. So if I put a fan on, my skin is actually cold.
Huh? Sounds like her. I'll be sweating and she'll have two blankets on her on the bed.
Of course, because only now we use aircon since got here.
Yeah.
We always, especially in the province. No, I didn't try even electric fan.
Well, we went through what was it a month and a half or so ago? We went through a cool spell where, like for a week, it was really actually pretty bearable and really nice out at night. So I wasn't turning the air on, and she kept yelling about turning the air on, turning the air on.
Yeah, look, I'm acclimatized to the heat.
Yeah.
I said, I was talking to a friend of mine today. I said, look, I've got to get back out there. And he said, what do you mean back out there? And I said, I'm putting up tin, I'm putting up rails. I want to get some shade cloth over. I've got some planting to do. He said, but it's 37 degrees out there.
Mhm.
That's hot.
I said,
Wow.
yes, it's perfect.
Perfect.
Perfect for
Yeah,
And
Lynn
he's-
would love it.
It's
He's
really
lived out here nearly as long as I have, yet he doesn't acclimatize.
Huh.
maybe it's like kind of hot. You can ano? Is that you did it? It's hard. It's not hard for you because you're a wet guy.
Well, you know, that's the funny thing about the United States. It's such a big country that
Yeah.
different areas of the states is so different climate.
Yep.
You know, they used to send people with what the heck is it? They'd send them to live in Arizona because it's dry climate.
Yep. And that's probably what I've got here. I've got that. And look, it can get cold at night
Right.
and still be
Well-
40 degrees during the day.
Well, to
So
you, it
90,
gets cold.
90 plus.
Mhm.
But to you,
It's
it gets cold. It's like Lynn. She gets cold at night, but it's to me, it's still hot.
Yeah. Well, it's what you get used to.
I don't know. I've been here 8 months. I've kind of gotten used to it. I mean, it's because I lived in Arizona for a couple of years, but that was dry heat. There was no humidity.
Yeah.
That's the big deal here. It's not really the temperature; it's the humidity is just sometimes unbearable. And it was really bad this week. Last week, it was really bad. But then we had that rain come through Sunday night, and it wasn't too bad today. And that typhoon is north of us, but you know that turns the air around a little bit, so
Yeah.
it's not
You know
as
what?
bad as it has been.
When you've got high humidity, you don't sweat. That's condensation forming on your body.
Okay, yeah, kind of like you're chilling. In the
Yeah,
store.
there's- Yeah, I'm like in the Arizona thing here. It's a dry heat.
Yeah. But still, I mean, I remember when I first moved there, and all my neighbors told me, they said, "Do not go outside during the day and work on your yard."
Mhm.
You know, that's it feels like the sun is just right on your. I mean, just right
Oh,
here
yeah.
in your back.
Burns.
Cut you.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a burn, but you get used to it.
Yes and no. I mean, because I would go to Phoenix, which is an hour drive, pick up packages from I think it was they're out of business now, but FedEx, I think it was at the time, FedEx ground and stuff. And then I'd have to drive 4 hours to the east and drop off packages to guys who delivered them in those towns. And on the way back, I'd pick up packages. But the whole time I was driving, I'd have the air just going full blast in my van all the time. But I don't know that heat, that, 120 degrees. I don't care if there's no humidity. 120 degrees is very, very
Oh, yeah.
hot.
Yeah, you don't want to overcook yourself.
Right.
Look, I got an Aboriginal friend of mine. He said to me one day, how come you're not blacker than me?
How come what?
How come you're not blacker than me?
Oh, how come you're not blacker than me?
What's that mean?
How
I
come
said-
he's not blacker than that guy?
Because I said to him, because I'm a white fella. He said, but
And
brother,
he's-
you go out in the sun when I don't even go out in the sun.
Why your voice sounds like Mr. Primo?
Aboriginal. I'm
Mr. Fruit.
doing the Aboriginal accent.
Huh.
Professor. Why like that your voice, Mr. Kape? You're like, are your pronunciation like
Like an Aboriginal.
Aboriginal. You know what an Aboriginal person is?
what? Average.
No, not average.
What?
She thinks you're saying average person.
Dude, it's your job now to be the translator, okay?
Believe me, I tried, but my head hurts so much.
You want to try it over freaking messenger.
By the end of the day, I let her go to sleep, and I stay up
You
for
can
3
hear
hours
volume
just to
way.
clear my mind.
You should volume the I didn't hear it clearly.
Look, the
Like
beauty
that.
of Messenger is you can Google it and send her a picture.
So
Okay,
you've
the
been-
native Australians. You know the
That's
native
why
Australians?
you use this also pronunciation like that.
Yes.
Yeah. You
He's
always
trying
hear,
to talk like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
You
Like I've got a
always
friend of
talk
mine
about
who
that.
is native Australian.
So how long?
So, Mr. Kape, ano,
How long has it been since you have picked up the Australian accent?
is that Australian accent? It's not Australian
Yeah, it's a
accent.
little bit Australian.
No, I don't know. Wow, listen to the Adrian's accent.
Yeah,
Well, yeah,
it's-
but Australia is so big that
Oh, yeah.
depends on
correct.
where you're from, what their accent's like too. Just like
yeah,
in the
there's
States.
variations on the accent.
And
Right.
Tom Harris is also.
Oh no, I never heard him speak. Tom
Yeah.
Harris just hides in the background like he is tonight.
You didn't hear him?
I don't think I've heard Tom Harris speak like that. I don't
No,
know.
when he come
John
up to
Quinn. John
Huh?
Quinn and Andy, they both have a very strong rural Australian accent.
you know John Quinn?
Yeah, John Quinn. Yeah.
Yeah, they've got a very rural Australian accent.
Yeah, it's different. He's ano. And
Yeah.
Sam also chronicles.
Generally, the city people, the accent's not so strong. But even then, say Chef Jack, he's
Oh, yeah,
definitely
yeah.
a Melbourne accent. You can hear it in the way he talks. He's a Melbourne accent.
Because he lived in Melbourne.
No, it's because he lives in the States.
He lived of course he lived in
She said,
Melbourne.
oh, he has a Melbourne accent because he lives in Melbourne.
But
By the way,
he,
Mr. Kape, did
but he
you been
definitely
to
has a
Melbourne,
Melbourne
right?
accent. Even though John's down in the same state, he's out from the city.
What?
Ask him.
He's African.
Jack's
He's
not
African.
African.
That's why I'm asking. Malo sounds like African accent.
What's his name?
Why that gossip?
Need to get some tin cans and put it right next to the speaker so she can.
even
By
even
the way, Mr. Kape, it's Veterans Day. I don't know what's the veteran. I
Oh, in the
never
United States, it's Veterans Day.
veterans. So how about you? You've been there in what called that one? Why you become veterans before you veterans? Of course, when you're
Why I become what? Before I become what?
why called veterans?
Because you were in the
Because
service, they call you veteran.
yeah, that's what I asked to Mr. Kape if you've been there in the service.
Oh,
yes,
Peter, you been in the service?
yeah, we talked about it before. I was Army,
Oh, that's
Royal
right.
Australian Electrical and Mechanical Engineers.
Oh,
See, my brain doesn't work here anymore because I have this
I didn't know
talking to
that.
me every day, and my brain is slowly just kind of. My memory bank is totally gone. I think.
No,
179
you
401, Craftsman reporting for duty, sir. 1977. I joined September 77.
That was with Australia?
Australian Army. Yes,
Oh, Australian Army.
yes,
Oh, you're Australian Army? Wow.
yes.
Sounds like ano.
Even though I'm not an Australian citizen, a resident, or a person.
He's Australian.
He is not.
You are not Australian residents?
No,
What?
I have no papers.
You don't have what?
I don't have papers.
You don't have papers.
Oh.
It doesn't have papers.
So it means you are ano German shepherd.
No, I'm not German. I have no German papers.
Oh no. Oh, what you are? Alien.
He's nothing.
Oh wow.
Maybe he calls himself Filipino now.
Um,
Maybe he eats blood all day.
I can call myself whatever, but the government there has to allow me in.
Oh wow.
And part of
Yeah.
that is you've got to actually give them some papers,
Mhm.
and they'll make them up.
What?
When I joined the army, they said, "Oh well, you've got to go and see this guy here, and he'll do you some papers."
How many years you served in the service as an army?
As little as possible.
What
Not
little
long.
is
Let's go.
what?
is it?
What you say? I asked
Not
him.
long. The army and I came to an agreement. I don't like them. They didn't want me there. In case you haven't gathered, I don't like people telling me what to do.
Mm-hmm.
So the army is not a good fit for me.
So how's your experience as a?
Oh, I had fun in the army. I just didn't have fun with the officers and non-commissioned weren't bad, but the officers, they were a pain in the butt.
And the end up officer.
Where did you end up going anywhere?
Oh, hell no.
You didn't have like you are not in the
You
war,
didn't go to the Philippines?
or like example in the what's that the war?
I
What year were you in?
September 77, December 78.
Okay, so you were 2 years before me.
Yeah. That was way too long for me. I joined it to make my daddy proud.
Then is what?
Make his daddy proud.
And
By
then
the
your
time I
dad is proud.
And by the time I finished basic training, I went, well, I'll give my posting a go. Oh, I'll give this a go. And in the end, I went, nah, just let me go. Well, 6 months I put in my, please let me out of the army papers. 6 months. The guy the warrant officer that was running it, he was such an asshole. He just screwed up the paperwork and threw it in the bin as soon as I walked out of the room.
So it means you didn't experience like a war trouble.
No war. And even if there was a war, I was a aircraft instrument fitter, so no, I wouldn't have gone anywhere near a war.
Oh yeah, you're lucky. Because
Really wasn't nothing going on at that time. I went in at 79. The only thing going on was the Iran hostage situation.
Yeah.
Really.
Well, I was in a gap in the middle. Vietnam had finished, and then whatever the hell it was.
They finally got everybody out of there in 75, wasn't it?
About that, yeah. Yeah, I had a friend of mine. He was sitting on a boat. He was deployed. Sat on the boat for 8 months, and then all of a sudden, the captain of the boat said, "Okay, fellas, we're going home." So they never got off the boat for 8 months.
my what's called this one? My grandfather is a veteran.
Your grandfather's a veteran? Is he still alive?
He's dead already.
Oh.
When I was elementary, he's dead.
Was he in World War II?
Yeah, I heard that one. They're talking about like that World War II.
Here in the Philippines?
Yeah. And they talk about like how the fighting to the like they bring the what's called this one? The guns, and then they are so that
And they're doing this? What was this?
what
Just like swimming, or is it
swimming in
funny
the
gay?
Like a Navy SEAL, only a Navy merman.
yeah, like that that's the story that
They
I
didn't
heard.
have SEALs in World War II.
And then if they have
I
a
don't think.
war already, they
Well, he
said
swam like a bloody fish, like a dolphin.
Huh?
Huh?
He swims like a dolphin by the what
Swims like
cupcake.
a dolphin.
oh yeah, going to the farm of the like rice field. They have
And
a
swimming through the ice field?
no, that in this rice field they have a water, something like that, and they swing there.
Show us how he swims again.
I remember him when he's died. They have what's called this one in if the veterans died,
Veterans,
they have a
funeral?
gun
Yeah. Yeah, 21 gun salute. Yeah.
like
Now,
that.
my father
Really
was
strict.
Foreign Legion.
My grandfather really strict. We cannot go with him, like we cannot close to him. If we go to his house, like we afraid to him.
Well, a lot of guys come out of, back then they didn't know nothing about it, but back, most of the guys from World War II come out with PTSD.
Yeah,
But
it's
nobody knew
called
about
shell
it
shock.
back then,
They changed the name from shell shock to something else, and now it's PTSD.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I know my dad was in World War II in the Navy, and he never wanted to talk about it. And
My father was
the only
foreign
thing Well, the only thing he ever told me, he said, it's a hell of a thing to be standing there talking to your friends on the deck, and then you turn around to talk to them again, and they're dead.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard enough stories about from my old man. That
Yeah.
wasn't many.
And but he said his brother, my uncle, who's passed away, of course, by now, but he always told me that he flew one of the airplanes with the atom bomb, with one of the atom bombs. Now, I know
Okay.
they had two, and when they dropped two, but they had a third one also that they never dropped, if I
Right.
remember right. And so I've been trying to look it up and stuff, and I haven't. I found out he did fly an airplane, but I'm still looking to see. You know, I don't know if that would be public info, or him flying in that or not. They
Well,
really didn't have much information on that.
I did my research on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. And I do vaguely remember there was a third plane mentioned, and it was recalled.
Right.
And that's all I found out about it.
Yeah, and
But
I
you
don't
can
know what. I don't know. I don't know if he just flew a gunner plane. You know, that flew next to the plane with the bomb in it, because I'm sure they had guard planes with them or whatever.
There
they
is
call them.
also another story that the official story is atom bombs, but the what would you call it? The alternative story is firebombing.
Firebombing.
Yeah, they basically send a squadron and it just took out the whole town because the Japanese towns back then were made out of paper and friggin' wood.
Yeah.
So they just went whoosh. Because that actually, see, it made more sense to me because there's no nuclear fallout. People moved back into Hiroshima, Nagasaki, rebuilt it all, and they're still living there.
Right. Yeah, that's. I found that curious too.
Yeah. So there is, again, it's only bits and pieces. It's like it's hidden. It's been taken out of the mainstream because we're all taught at school. They dropped the bomb. Then you find out they actually dropped the bomb after they dropped the Fat Boy after Emperor Hirohito gave up. And Nagasaki, Nagasaki was 4 days after that again. We're led to believe that they dropped the bomb, made them all give up, and they dropped the Nagasaki at the same time. Well, when you check the dates, none of it made sense.
Right.
And then there was another one. Oh, we wanted to see what had happened if we dropped it on a whole bunch of people. Right.
So
We made sure they gave up.
Well, yeah, and that's that's a curiosity for me because, and I understand that they're not going to. I don't think they're even going to ever come out and say who was the pilots of the plane.
Right.
If they did
You'll get Enola Gay's pilot, co-pilot, and all the rest of it.
But I haven't even. I don't know. Have you? I haven't come across anybody that's been on any of the airplanes. They haven't, as far as I know, I haven't seen any names that were on any of those planes at all.
Oh, yeah, the name. Look, mate, they made movies on Enola Gay.
Yeah, but I don't know if they knew for sure who the people were on there.
Ah, yes, that's right.
I don't. I think it was just a guess at. Okay, here's our list of pilots that we had on that post at the time, or you know what I'm saying. You know, and they didn't really come out and say who was the ones that did it, because I don't think they would ever do that. If they did that, you know, the retaliation against the pilots, I think, would be, especially back then, would have been horrific.
Yeah, I know. Again, this is just, what do you call it, pub talk. Neither of us were there, so we don't know the facts.
Right.
It's just different people, other people's stories. Yeah, we're just
All I
relaying.
know is after World War II, my uncle became filthy rich by selling insurance,
Yeah.
and my dad became more of a drunk and poor.
Was it? Well, my old man spent Indochine before it became Vietnam. He spent time over there in a cage.
Ugh.
He was Foreign Legion, and the ones that survived, the Vietnamese came over, opened the cage, and said, "Go away, you go home now." And one of the guys actually turned around and said, "Why are you letting us out? You've had us in these cages for over a year. We've got to make room. We've got to make room for the Americans. They're coming."
Jeez.
And that's. Oh, look, the Vietnamese would piss on them. They'd shit on them. They'd do all
I heard
sorts
it
of
was
nasty
really
things.
bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
I talked to one guy in the States probably about 4 or 5 months before I left. He was a tunnel rat in Vietnam.
All
One
right.
of
Yeah.
those guys send into the tunnels, because the Vietnamese built all those tunnels to get everywhere.
Yep.
And he was one of those guys that would have to go into the tunnels and go after Vietnamese people.
Yeah.
And not too many of those survived, for those tunnel rats. So I don't know if he was telling the truth.
They didn't know what they were doing.
Right.
It was learn as you go. Try not to die.
Yeah, I don't know if he was ever telling the truth or not. You hear stories sometimes, but
seriously, man, you're looking at these little people running through these tunnels that they built. They know where every tunnel goes, and you've got to chase them down in that. You're in unknown territory.
Yeah.
Well, that's like,
I mean, if you look at even World War I to World War II is so different, and then you go to Vietnam after World War II, how much difference everything was. Well, what'd you have? World War II, then you had Korean War or Vietnam War?
Korea was first, then Vietnam.
Right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Korea was MASH.
Yeah.
That's the only way I remember.
I mean, they were so different. Everything was built different.
Mm-hmm.
World War II was more about the army tanks.
They threw the Americans in completely alien territory. You had no idea about jungle warfare.
Right. Yeah, that's why we lost Vietnam.
The Australians that I've talked to that have been to Vietnam have said, if you hear the Americans coming, and you'll hear them coming, go the other way. I said, why? Because you will die. They see any movement, they just fill the jungle full of bullets. They don't know who the hell it is. So you'll hear them coming. They walk through with boom boxes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I heard about that.
Whenever we hear the Americans coming, we go the other way. And then we were told we had to teach them. We had to lead them through the jungle.
Mhm.
And the amount of times two American platoons would face each other and shoot away madly, and until one of them turned around and says, "Oh, sorry, mate."
Yeah. I heard that too. I heard there's a lot of friendly kills.
Tour of Duty was the first show I've ever seen that touched on that.
Well, what was his name? The football player for the Arizona Cardinals.
Don't know.
He joined the service after 9/11. So it was Iraq War, right?
All right.
And they believe he was shot by friendly fire.
Mm-hmm. We've had army, exercises where Kangaroo 2, the Americans come over, the Australians, and they all go out in the bush and they do their military exercises with their training grenades and their training bullets. I buried a guy. Oops. He stood on a training mine and blew himself into lots of little bits. We had to bury him down south.
Jeez.
They usually lose 4 or 5 people on these training exercises
Right.
every year.
Yeah, when we were going through training, we had a certain part where we would have to run across this opening. Well, a guy sat up at the top of the hill with an M6, and just pop, 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 pop. Supposedly blank bullets.
Yep.
When you see the dirt flying up, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You go, oh, wait a minute. Because it would depend on what drill sergeant was running it. We had one drill sergeant. I'm sure most of them were from Vietnam because I went in 79. But the one guy was just nuts in the head. And he just did crazy shit like that. If he was on duty, he'd wake us up in the morning by shooting it off in the morning right by our tents. And then, like I said, he would shoot live rounds over our heads.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. He was, but we found out he was in Vietnam. He was, I forget what it was called, but he's the one that put the dead bodies in the body bags.
No.
That was his job. So I can imagine he was a little nuts.
Yeah. So he would have been a medic, but some sort of special designation.
No, he wasn't a medic. He just carried a lot of body bags, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Really hard, the veterans and work.
There's a lot of them, yeah, that just, that's why a lot of them commit suicide every year. A lot of the stuff that they've seen, no matter where they've been. You hear, like right now, there's wars going on all over. They're not called wars, but there's a lot of shooting going on, a lot of people dying that you don't hear about on the news,
Oh no, it's definitely underplayed. Oh no, there's only 7,000 dead. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ones you've found. What about the ones under the buildings? Well, we can't count those because they're underneath buildings.
Well, and if they're civilians, you don't count them in the military, so.
Right.
You don't want to tell anybody that you shot civilians.
Yeah, unfortunately, you can't not tell anybody
Well,
because they're mostly civilians.
Right.
Oh.
I mean, how many civilians died when they dropped the atom bomb, supposedly?
Yeah. Yeah, either way, when they bombed Hiroshima and Nagasaki, that was Hiroshima was over 100,000. Seems to be 100,000. Dresden was 100,000. Always 100,000.
And I don't even think they had to do that because it was close to them surrendering before that even happened.
Yep.
Right?
Which one?
Either one, I don't think we had to do.
No, it's a depopulation. Well, from what I've gathered, it's a depopulation thing.
Right. And that I get. That's like with COVID-19.
Yep.
How do we cover up killing people in our own country? Oh, we say there was a COVID-19 pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
Then we shoot them and we just stick a needle in their arm and watch them die. But
sterilize them.
We're not talking about that. That'll get us in trouble.
Johnny just finished. I was listening to some guy talking about this. I don't know what the drug is, but apparently that's in the shots as well, and that's a sterilization agent.
Yeah.
And it's like, yep, I've been hearing feedback on that too.
Well, it was Japan that only allowed you to have one bit. Was it Japan? Always allowed you only have China to have one baby. Now they're encouraging everybody to have 2 or 3 because they want to up their population.
Well, it was a one-child policy, but unfortunately, it wasn't working too well.
Yeah.
Now, I've had a few Chinese backpackers here, and yeah, it's only one per woman, but the guy can go and get it. Break up with that one, go and get another woman, have another kid, then have another kid, and then occasionally there'd be a whoopsie, so they'd have the two, and then they'd have to go and apply for a special permit.
Well, I
And of
thought they
course-
raised it. I thought they raised it for women. They could have two now.
It's now raised to two, yes,
Because
only
They
because
run-
the one wasn't working.
well, they need a larger population if they're going to go to war too.
The problem at the moment is there's a higher male population than female over there.
Yeah.
Uh,
What are you laughing about?
It's the opposite of the Philippines.
Never born that word.
War.
What war?
Now we're talking about sex and breeding.
We're not talking about a war. We're talking about China allowing you to have one child. She thought you were talking about a war.
Yeah, battle of the sexes.
Battle of the sexes.
What?
Battle of the sexes.
What the heck?
Well, see, the Philippines has got what, 9-1, 9 females to 1 male.
Really?
China's got more men than women.
He said Philippines has 9 women to 1 man.
9 women? What? This imagination only.
She said that's your imagination. Peter.
That's the statistics that the media put out. That's all I can go by.
Really? Don't know though.
Maybe because all the Filipino headaches we get, it feels like there's 9 women living with us.
Wow.
Huh, Peter?
But I,
Apparently, because they don't have a lot of red meat, so there's not a lot of testosterone in the system. If you look at it, most of the guys over there are only having daughters.
Most of the guys are what?
Most of the guys are only pumping out daughters. There are very few sons coming out.
Yeah. Most of the guys are having daughters, not sons.
no, just why
He
not?
said it has to do with the testosterone level.
And that is backed up.
You're
Okay,
going to have to explain to her testosterone level.
yeah. All right. Cupcake at least has got the pigeon pair. She's got one of each. But Melanie only has girls. She has 3 girls. Nerilyn has 2 girls. Des has 2 girls. Most of the girls out in the provinces only have girls.
That's true. How many girls were in your family? How many sisters do you have? 2 girls, and how many boys?
3.
3 boys?
You all 8, right?
We were 8. We were 4 and 4.
4 and 4.
Yeah. I'm only going by what I see backs up what I'm told.
Right.
And I got
Well,
the
I
same.
think a lot of people go by when they first land here and they think they see women everywhere, which they probably do. But then again,
Yeah, and I see lots of white cars.
you know, if you listen to every YouTuber, they'll tell you, hey, when you get here, just go to the mall and you'll come home with a new girlfriend.
You have to go as far as the mall. I got told as soon as you walk out the airport, they pounce on you.
See?
Mm.
So as soon as you get to the airport, you get a new girlfriend.
I don't know.
No?
That's why they
Probably.
said some Filipina, if you have a foreigner their boyfriend, make it sure your boyfriend will send you the flight. What's that flight number?
Flight number?
You
Yeah.
didn't send me, and then that
Give
plane
me the flight
ticket.
number.
No, didn't. And then the plane ticket, you have to you have to
Mhm.
send to your girlfriend if it's true, and with
Uh-huh.
the destination, something like that.
Oh yeah,
Because
they
if
meet
he
you at the
said,
airport. They
yeah,
stand
if
guard
he
on
said
you at
you
the
go to
airport, Scott.
Qatar, and then you meet Filipina Qatar, and then you go to Philippines, or was that where you're
I
laying?
gave you my flight number.
No, they didn't.
Told you when I was landing, but you didn't write nothing down. So you had to call my friend to get the flight number
Oh,
again.
yeah, that's
You forgot to write it down. I gave it to you, but you didn't write it down.
because I don't know what to do.
How long have you two been married? 10, 15
See,
years?
she tries to throw the blame onto the old fat white guy.
And then
Yeah,
he
yeah.
said he's going to flight na. And then after that, I didn't contact to him that 26 hours. And I said, in my mind,
Nicest 26 hours I ever had, Peter.
like that, I said, is this true that he go here in the Philippines or joke? Maybe he blocked me already because this is the flight. That's in my mind.
Cupcake, just whatever you do, don't do Tampo to Scott. Just don't do it. He hates it. He really
What?
hates Tampo.
What he said?
Said I hate Tampo. Tampo.
Uh-huh.
She doesn't do Tampo. We usually talk about things.
Oh God,
But most of our, like we were talking yesterday, most of our, if we have problems, it pretty much is just language stuff.
yeah,
You misinterpret what I say, or I misinterpret what she says.
yeah, lost in translation. I know, I get it.
Yeah. I mean, as far as getting along, liking each other, hating each other, well, I don't think we've had a problem without we like each other. It's just the communication sometimes
Yeah,
you
because
take it the wrong way or something.
me, because I did, already, I didn't know how to speak English really.
Really, you know?
Yeah. When I imagine that before like that,
I thought all Filipinos speak English and
maybe some them, but I'm not included for them.
Dude, there was about 2 or 3 days there she didn't speak to me at all. And I'm
Oh,
sitting there
really?
going,
What is
what
it?
the hell?
he said there was 2 or 3 days where you never spoke to him.
Huh?
He
And
said
I'm
there
sort
was
of
2
going,
or
what
3
the hell's
days
going on?
you never spoke to him.
Uh-huh.
How come?
Yeah, she something I said she took the wrong way, and then when she finally asked me about it, I explained it, and she went, "Oh, I thought you meant, oh God, and, dude, you get the same thing from Western women. Come on,
Yeah, she doesn't say, did you just say this? Or I'm taking this way. She just takes it the wrong way and stays with it. Doesn't say nothing. And especially if she doesn't understand something I say, 9 out of 10 times she won't tell me.
I know,
If I say, "Hey, let's do this time," oh, okay.
dude,
Comes
and
to
we
that
get the
time,
same
like, are
thing
you
from
gonna go or not go? And she said, I don't know what you're talking about.
we get the same thing from Western women. You say
Yeah.
something, they've misinterpreted, they've gone off in la la land, and you're sitting there going, "What the hell did I say? What should I have said that I didn't say?"
Yeah, but you know what, Mr. Kape? And despite of that, I imagine also that Scott is go here in the Philippines.
You imagine if Scott goes here to the Philippines?
Go here in the Philippines. I'm not really good in it.
So I'm not really here. I'm an imagination.
No, yeah, you go to the Philippines, but then you change your mind and not see her. You go up with some other woman.
Oh.
What?
Oh.
What is?
He said no. He said I go to the Philippines, but I changed my mind. I go see some other woman.
I don't like that. Maybe we talk
You
instead
know
of
that was going through her mind when
in
she
a
when
good
she didn't
direction.
hear from me.
That's why she had to meet me at the airport. Oh
I
no,
know.
you can't fly in by yourself. No.
They stand guard, man. If you turn up at the airport, you've got no ring on, you are fair game. The scammers, the prostitutes, and all the single girls are all waiting there checking out the Westerners.
Be very important. Hold on. Wait, I have
Yeah.
a customer.
She has a customer.
Mhm.
But yeah, I mean, we talked about that before. And I said, well, I can just fly in, get a motel room, and get up in the morning and come down to where you're at. Oh no, I got to be at the airport to meet you because we were talking about where she'd stay. She says, I'll just sleep in the airport. I'm like, what do you mean you sleep in the airport? But I guess that's a common thing because another friend of mine was coming in and his girlfriend said the same thing. I'll just come sleep at the airport.
Oh yeah, they stand guard.
And she still stands guard.
Yeah. Oh shit,
I'm
yeah.
not used to it. I'm still getting used to it.
Yeah, yeah. Dude, you got to remember the survival mentality.
Yeah.
It doesn't detract from you as the man, but it's the like when we look at a woman, we look at them for their looks. First thing we do, we're attracted to their looks.
Don't like that one.
I know.
No. Because then she hears that click and gives her a split second to get to the door.
When a woman looks at a man, she's after
Woman?
strength and security.
What
And if she
about-
perceives strength and security, she's going to stand guard over you.
She don't know what you're saying.
what you saying?
No, I'm just pointing out the basics to Scott.
We were
Bicycle?
talking about you meet me at the airport, not let me fly in by myself.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, but I mean, when I got on my plane in Doha, I was in the middle seats, and I think we had 4 seats across.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bigger, wider plane.
Yep.
All the other seats in my row were all Filipinos.
Yep.
And so they were keeping their eye on me anyway. I think she called them and had them fly there or something. But yeah, no, Peter was talking about you had to keep guard on me at the airport. And I said, you still keep guard on me today.
Yeah.
Oh,
You don't let me go by myself too many places.
oh, you know, Mr. Kepper, this is I will share you the story, no?
I got to get up and walk for a minute. I'll be right back. Well, it's been an hour, hon, so I got.
Okay. You know, when you bring phone.
I'll be right back. Pete.
Yeah, the other day we go to the dentist because I have a toothache,
Yeah, he had it pulled out.
and then that was called that one. My toothache is remove or pull out. Was called that one like that. So when we got home, because it's still bleeding, I said I need another cotton.
Yep.
You know, so he going to buy a cotton ball, but
Yep.
he cannot buy because they said in the pharmacy no available cotton ball, or maybe those he showed those cotton ball because we have a cotton ball one left. I want to buy another more because maybe it's continue bleeding, so I need to replace. And then in my mind, why he's to how looks like almost half hour na and he didn't go back, because he's riding e-bike like that. Oh, no, not because about the other Filipina, no, like that.
Oh yeah, he's run off with another woman.
Oh no, it's not
It's
about
taking
that.
too long.
No, it's not about that in my mind. Because in my mind, maybe they didn't understand the Filipina or those who talk to him, like that. So when he got home, he didn't bring those cotton ball. So I said, why? How many pharmacy? Maybe 2 pharmacy he go there and no cotton ball. So in my mind, it's even if no cotton ball at even cotton, it's okay, something like that. And he go back to the dentist clinic, and the dentist clinic no more already available cotton ball because that's in my they give me that's the last cotton ball. So when I get home, it nothing. So I said in my mind, the pharmacy said don't have available. Maybe those brand, those type of ball, cotton ball, like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then one time also he go to the bank of Banco de Oro or BDO. His
Mm-hmm.
I told to him to ask what's the requirements in case if he open account here in the Philippines. And then he come out because I'm buying something like we so that he know already what's the requirements so that we prepare.
Mm-hmm.
And he come out in the bank. He said, "Oh, what's this say?" I don't know what's this. They didn't understand each other. I said, "Oh my God, like something like that." The communication in my mind, yeah, me, I'm not really good in English, but
Yeah.
Some Filipina here, the, for me is if you're working in the bank here in the Philippines, like they are really good in English because they are
Mm-hmm.
professional already in the pharmacy. For me, is they are higher than my AQ, like something like that.
Yep.
So why they cannot communicate very well, something like that. It's a simple cotton ball. Of no
Mm-hmm.
cotton is cotton. If
Mhm.
something like that. And then when we go and then we go back in the Banco de Oro with me, I asked again, but the other day, that's the other day na. So he asked there and then like that, like this. I said, why you didn't, I don't know what is it. Maybe, it's something like that. So it's not about those, for me, I'm not so worried if he walk alone. I'm not so worried.
Yeah,
But
no,
the
you let him walk.
how to communicate because like that he didn't understand in the simple me, I'm
No.
not good in English, but I understand little bit because it's really hard that you talk but a simple cotton ball or maybe they don't have a cotton, but I don't know what's wrong. Something like that.
You got to
Not all
remember. You got to remember
many.
one thing.
Huh?
Americans are used to saying, "I want this," and it's there.
Mm-hmm.
In the Philippines, it's different.
Well,
In the Philippines, you say, "I want this." Oh, it might come in tomorrow. Oh, we'll get it for you soon.
I don't know,
And
but mm-hmm.
it, Philippines is a lot slower. Americans are used to you pay the money, it's there now.
I don't know. But for me, Scott is I understand his English not like example Billy Jack. No, we're not gossip to them.
Mhm.
Look, for me, Billy Jack is really hard. For me, it's really hard for me to understand his pronunciation. You also sometimes, good. But something like that. So
Okay, I didn't send you the pictures.
it's really hard to communicate even if yeah you know how to speak English but sometimes the accent how the way like
No.
I don't know today I have a visitor I remember that we have visitor also
Yeah.
from American.
Yeah, her other boyfriend.
Here we go.
Oh dear.
Um,
Where's
Sometimes I didn't understand to him because he don't have R like that.
uh,
Well, he's from Massachusetts, which is
Massachusetts?
Oh,
parked the car in the bar.
but she said
Yeah.
we're riding a car. Huh? So,
Yeah. But,
Uh,
that's what I told her. I said,
uh,
same way in Australia, you have different areas where everybody's accent is different.
yeah.
Same in the States. You go in the South and they talk with the Southern accent and uh, stuff like that. So, yeah, it's
yeah.
nothing's the same.
Mm. Because like I talked to Peter about you inquired the BDO. He said the
What video?
bank the bank BDO.
Bonk.
Bank.
Bank.
The bank. You,
I'm
you
gonna
go,
rob a bank? What?
no, you go to in the bank to inquire the requirements if you open account the bank here
Oh,
in the
the bank.
Philippines. Uh-huh.
Well, wasn't because of my accent. It just they just don't. You know, we're in a small area, so I think there's what 5 or 6 foreigners here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so they don't see foreigners very often, so they don't have a chance to speak the English.
Mhm.
And so when I walked in there, and the security here, I don't know about Australia, States, it's not like this at all. But here, you walk into any place, they got a security guard at the
Oh,
door.
yeah.
Yep.
You got to tell him why you're there, and he
Yeah,
points you the direction where to go. And so he points me over to the desk where there's like 6 women sitting there, you know, 6 different windows. And as I'm walking over there, they're all running. Get away. You know, none of them want to talk to me.
Ah,
You know,
dear, oh dear. Okay.
But for me, no, for me, I am so what call that one? I trust that you can communicate those kind of people. They were working in the bank.
Mhm.
For me, they're professional. Imagine they can talk something like that.
There's no such thing as
That's in my
profession.
mind, huh?
but they're not, you know, they're not
Or maybe they
international.
are afraid
They're here in
shy.
this small, you know, we're in the villages. There's not much here. So they don't
Yeah.
see, like in Manila, you know, of course, same as Cebu,
Yeah.
they're going to speak more English because they see more foreigners.
The one time we go to Makati and then we don't know where's the CR, Mr. Kape. And then those mall is social, not mall, Ayala. And then the guard there is, we asked there, and Scott, he said, he asked the guard, where is the CR or bathroom, like that. Me, sometimes I feel like I'm shy because it's hard for me to ask that I have a companion foreigner,
Yep.
like that. So sometimes, like in my feeling, something like that. So and then he's looks like I cannot speak, like that. I'm shy. He said, "Why you didn't speak? You ask them again." And then
No, well, the big thing was at church. Was it the first time I went to church with you?
no, in the Ayala Mall.
Yeah, but at church. First time I went to church with her, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she tells me beforehand, said, well, now the pastoria is going to ask you to stand, all the new people.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. So I could, you know, then said, oh, okay. She said stand, you know, because she's speaking in Tagalog, so I have no idea.
Mm-hmm.
So I stand, Lynn stands up with me, and then she asks a question. I have no idea what the hell she said. I turned to Lynn to find out what she said, and Lynn's sitting back down. She said, you got to stand up and tell me what the hell she said. Everybody in the row in front of us turned around and said, she wants to know where you're from. I'm like, Lynn, you're supposed to be my translator. Where'd you go?
Cupcake, check your messenger. I sent you a couple of photos.
What? Photo?
But she's not really good as far as translating for me.
Yeah.
Who is
She,
this?
she runs and hides.
Wow. Who is this kangaroo? Who is this?
That's Bud Presley.
Oh, they have a kangaroo there?
No, that's a deer, honey.
I thought it's
Kangaroo.
That's
That's
Bud
him?
Presley. Bud
I
Presley is 5'4".
Wow.
So he's only a couple of inches taller than you.
I installed it. Oh yeah, you're right. It's
Yeah.
installed. This
Well-
was that deer? I thought it's
Yep.
kangaroo. I thought he's going there in your farm.
No,
Oh.
he's at Billy Jack's.
Oh yeah. Mhm.
Bud Presley, Mark Truitt are over at Billy Jack's and they're deer hunting.
Oh, they're up at Billy Jack's.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yep. Mark's
I
never
thought-
leaving. Apparently, he's getting good food shoved at him all the time. He's constantly got a beer in his hand. He's never leaving Billy Jack's place.
Mm-hmm.
I thought Billy Jack was coming over, but I guess he didn't.
No. She took end of November, early December.
Oh, when I came over before I came over in March, he said he was coming over in April or May or something.
July.
Yeah, no, that got set back because he had to try and get somebody to look after his dad.
Yeah. Well, he
Well,
said last time we talked, he said he had some lady to do it.
Yeah, he's got that
It's hard
sorted.
for him to ano,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
he's not.
Her Western husband, the kids, they're all over in the US. They're all looking after his dad. So he's promised Bud and Mark the hunting. He's been talking about that for ages. And now it's only crossbow, it's only bow season at the present moment. So they're not
Yep.
getting a lot of deer. So as soon as I think next Saturday, the gun season starts. So once the gun season starts, he's going to be there for a few days. End of November, early December. Apparently, that's his latest plan.
That's going to be expensive. If he comes over in December. Plane tickets are going to be costly then.
Yeah,
He's better off to wait till January.
Season.
well, he's not short of a quid, so I don't think that worries him too much.
Right.
You go to first in the you become a nanny in the Fathers of Billy Jack, Sir Cafe. And you meet what was that, Presley?
Oh hell! If I was living in the States, I would have gone hunting with them as well.
If he lived in the States, he would have went hunting with them too.
Mhm.
Well,
Yeah, no, they're good crew of guys.
Did you been in the States, Mr. Cafe?
Nope,
No, not yet.
nope, never. Don't want to go.
Do you have deer hunting season there?
No, we don't have deer.
There. 1 year.
Or what?
What?
Yeah, we don't have deer here.
Don't have beer.
No, we don't have
Ah,
deer.
you're there.
Don't you start the bloody thing with me.
You got
What?
beer. You know you got beer. He's drinking beer when he's on the video.
Deer.
Oh,
No,
dear.
we used to be the second largest consumers of beer per capita next to Germany. Now the Czechs. Apparently Czechoslovakians drink more beer than anybody else in the world.
She's got somebody wants some of her chips.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's a cat, man. They'll eat anything you're going to stick in your mouth. Same as a dog.
I thought I stepped on her tail earlier. Probably still swollen.
They've got about 80, 90 pounds worth of meat out of that deer.
You know, and that's an acquired taste there.
Yeah.
And everybody makes their own, has their own way of making deer meat.
Mm.
I've had some that I really liked and some that I really hated.
Oh, you eat deer? Wow.
I've tried it, yeah. I've gone
Same
deer
as-
hunting a few times.
Same as kangaroo here. Yeah, it's a matter of taste.
I've gone deer hunting a few times, but we never had our own private property or anything. So when you go out on government property, I
Yeah.
remember the first time my brother took me, I was 16.
Mhm.
And back then, you had, when you applied for your deer hunting license, if you got lucky, they would send you a doe permit.
Right.
No, you took a
You didn't
license.
apply for the doe permit. It was just like a luck of the draw thing, you know?
Yep.
First time going, and I got a doe permit.
Wow.
I didn't see one goddamn deer for a whole week. But we were on government property when we went hunting. And I remember my brother taking me out there. He said, all right, sit by this tree or something, I guess it was. But I'm looking around while I'm sitting there. There's a guy up in this tree, a guy up in this tree. There's 10 guys over here. There's 14 guys over here behind this. But I said, you know, if a freaking deer runs out here, we're just going to shoot each other. You know? Christ's sakes. I was scared to death.
Maybe they're hunting you instead you hunting the deer.
Yeah. Deer sitting there laughing at us, shooting at each other. So, but
I've shot
it's
goats.
an acquired, I mean, you got to be. I never shot one deer. The 3 times I went, I never saw a deer.
And they have
Look,
a COVID
I like
also.
goat meat. A lot of people don't.
Yeah, yeah.
But I don't like kangaroo, where other people do.
Looks like it's really scary no hunting because what if they have a sneak?
A what?
Sneak?
Sneak.
Hmm.
A sneak?
Snake?
A snake?
Hey,
Snake?
don't make us spit at chips.
That's okay, the deer, but the snake, cobra, like too scary.
It's like when she said she's going to clean the bed shits. What the hell? What are you cleaning? Shit.
Yeah.
Bed shits. I said, okay.
Uh-huh.
Good luck to you. I don't remember shitting in the bed though.
Oh, I watched an ad today. Apparently, it was some ad for I don't know. Somebody who's constipated, and she's got the female doctor there, and she's up on all fours. And next thing you know, do you mind if I get some of my colleagues in? They want to see see the procedure. And then 3 guys walk in, and they all come round and shake her hand. And then the female doctor, her hand goes up there, and the next thing you know, she let loose.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a little bit mangery in that case. There was shit up the walls, shit all over everybody.
You know what he's saying, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, I've been watching a few
Good shit.
stupid ads.
So she needed some help from the doctor.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, definitely
Okay.
cleared the blockage.
And then she finally shit. When the doctor put her hand up her ass.
Sheep?
Shit.
Mhm.
Shit? Uh-huh.
Poop.
She shit all over the walls.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the worst thing. That's what my mate's wife. We could be sitting around telling jokes. Everybody laughs, and she sits. She's been here 15 years.
Mhm.
Yet she loses. She can't understand the jokes.
Yeah.
What does he mean?
Yeah, it's
If it's-
really hard now.
She's been trying to be sarcastic lately.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Sarcastic. Can't remember what it was about. Remember you were hitting me all day one day about, was it the cat? Oh yeah. She kept acting like the cat got outside or something. I'd go out and chase the cat and it ain't out there. It's in the house.
Okay, so she's what we Australians call she's taking the piss. She's having a lend of you.
What's that mean? Taking a place?
Taking a piss. What does that mean?
Having a lend of you. She's basically like an April Fool's joke.
Right. So she's trying to be funny now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Kape. Your accent is different. I'm sure your accent is different to their, I know, like neighbor there in your neighbor or what's that?
His accent's different than his neighbor?
Or in that? Oh yeah, because he's German.
No, because I'm a city boy.
And
And
you
when
are
I grew up, we take pride in being able to speak correctly.
Mhm.
Pronunciation.
It's look at the Adrian. Oh, also Adrian, the accent of Adrian.
Oh, Adrian's a mess.
Yeah, Adrian's a lazy speaker,
That's why you can't understand Adrian. He's a mess.
and there's a lot of people that do lazy speak.
Very hard to understand, but later on you can understand.
Well, it's like talking to a Filipina who's eating at the same time and she's got a mouthful of food and she waits till she has a mouthful of food to say what she has to say.
Yeah,
You go, what the hell did you just say? Then they repeat it with the mouthful of food and it's like, okay, well, still have no idea what you said.
I know.
Or sometimes when they eat, they go do that. while they're eating.
What? I know you don't like that. It's noisy. But
She doesn't do it that often. The kids do it more than she does.
because that's the
That's
way.
the way they were raised by their mother.
And also, that's the way we feel the food because that's the way we're raised. What?
I don't know what you said. You got a mouthful of food right now.
I
What'd
said
she say?
that's the way that
Go ahead.
we are.
You want on your chair? Is that what you want? You
But
want to go to
anyway,
sleep?
thank you very much, Mr. Cafe. So, how
It's
many
a
how many how many hours you sleep at night, or you didn't sleep?
I normally sleep about 5 or 6 hours.
6 hours?
Yep.
Oh, maybe you include the nap.
No, 6 hours. I got plenty of sleep. 6 hours. That's more than enough sleep.
Like now, it's already 1 o'clock na, and you wake up like 7 o'clock.
Yeah. I don't.
So are you farming now or is it off season?
I'm bit of everything. That's the thing. Yeah. One day I'll do some planting. Another day I'll prep another bed, get it ready for planting. Today I was out there putting rails up on posts. I want to put some shade cloth over, but getting ready for the 40-degree heat. Once I've got the shade cloth over, I've got a fence to finish building just to keep the chickens out.
Mm-hmm.
Then I've got to plow all that up, just the light tilling with the little rotary hoe. Then I've got to form all the beds, and then I've got to get some late planting in there. So it's all over the place. There's so many different jobs to do.
Sounds like you have a lot of time on your hands to find a new Filipino wife.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Especially in
And honestly, I'm not moving to the Philippines. It's not in me. I've got 250 acres. I've got my life here,
Right.
and I can't bring one here.
Huh?
The government have so many restrictions. You won't get a Filipino into this country now.
restriction. But wait, by the way, you said you have what's that? Avocado and moringa. How they are?
Avocado's growing. The moringa's struggling. It's too dry.
But yeah, it's really hard to the moringa, especially that
Moringa needs a lot of rain.
because the moringa is sensitive also.
Mm-hmm. They're not dead, but they don't have a lot of leaves on them right now.
It's not
Yeah, I have to put a lot of water on moringa.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, your mullingar is about as good as rice. It just needs wet feet.
Huh?
Oh, mullingar needs lots of water, like rice.
More lots of water, not much. It's
Yeah.
not good also. A lot of waters become what's called that one? Decay. What other than become what?
Oh yeah, they go rotten.
Mm.
That's if they sit in water.
But you didn't eat moringa. Why are you planting moringa?
Oh, I've eaten it.
You eat?
Yeah, I've eaten it.
You can make tea, moringa tea. It's
I
good
put it
to
in my cooking.
cooking. Oh yeah, you can mix in the
You put
bread.
it in your beer.
But it doesn't like the dry heat.
Oh, you drink alcohol, Mr. Cafe? Until now? No.
I don't drink alcohol.
You can roll it up and smoke it, I think.
Yeah, he smoked even if didn't eat.
I did a
You
small
didn't eat
harvest
no.
on my
At
hemp.
least you can smoke. Oh my gosh.
Need to be plugged in now.
I said,
I have to plug her in once a day so the
Yeah.
English.
No, I did a small harvest on my hemp. Had a bit of a smoke of that. no THC. So that's I don't like the woo woo from THC from the marijuana,
Yeah.
but I do like the cannabinoids, the CBD. So I'm hemp, which is part of the marijuana family. It's
Right.
and CBD, bugger all THC. Good for pain.
Right.
So when you work out
It
there,
has some health. I think it has some health benefits to it. I mean,
yeah, and that's what I use it for. That's why I use the hemp as opposed to marijuana.
but so did LSD.
LSD is an
If you use
interesting.
it wrong, then it's not a health benefit anymore.
Yeah, LSD is interesting. I tried that once. Don't remember what I did. Never tried it again.
I don't remember doing LSD, but I've done like cocaine and stuff like that. I don't think I did LSD.
Never done cocaine. Never done heroin.
But cocaine was like what you just said about LSD. I don't remember what happened that night, so I never did it again.
I've done mushrooms.
Wow.
Again.
Yeah,
Mushrooms, datura, LSD,
yeah.
and I don't remember what I did. Any of the heaviest stuff, no memory. I was like, okay, I won't do that again.
Well, in the 70s, you had to try something once in a while, right?
Now, well, that's right. In the 70s, I was smoking a lot of weed.
70s, it means you are 10 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, before you were born, Cupcake.
Yeah, at least 10 years old, you explore like that. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was, in the 70s, it was out there. It was just there. I mean, you weren't cool if you didn't do something. You had to be cool. Bell bottom pants and Olivia Newton-John.
No, sorry, I never did Olivia Newton-John. She's cute enough, but no, I never got to do her.
Thank you so much.
She's talking to you as she walks away. Can you hear her?
Yeah, I'm used to it, man.
I don't understand. I could sit next to her in the store and talk to her straight, and she'll go, huh?
Uh-huh.
But then if her kids are in the house upstairs and we're out in the store and the kids say, hey, Mom, you want to do this and that, she'll hear them.
Yep.
And it's like, what the heck? I'm sitting right next to you and I got to scream into your ears for you to hear me.
It's called domestic deafness.
It's called not giving a damn, I guess.
Yeah, domestic deafness.
Yeah.
I cultivated it. As soon as a woman hits a certain pitch, I can't understand a word she's saying. I actually shut down and I can't hear her anymore.
So then, well, we was talking about how I can sit next to you in the store and talk to you like this and you don't hear me.
Why?
But then the kids will whisper something inside the house upstairs and you hear them.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, we are Filipino. We are same language.
Oh, that's the excuse, language?
But the English speaking, I try to, analyze what he's talking about, and then even if I heard, but I didn't understand. So, something like that. You heard, but you didn't understand. Or you understand, but you can't hear.
Oh, I know what you mean, believe me.
Like that. So, yeah,
Well, you let me ramble on for about a half hour and then you say, I don't understand. You can't stop me after a couple minutes.
Yeah, she's probably sitting there thinking to herself, well, it's not really important. Scott likes to speak and I'll just pretend I'm listening. I hope he doesn't ask me what he said because I have no idea.
Yeah. I've been told that already. That I have to I have to let her speak more often than the videos. I said, well, she can speak whenever she wants, but when we're doing a video, she's always too shy to speak English on the video.
Mhm.
Even though she has her own channel and she always speaks English on it when she's doing live streams. But when we're together making a video, she's too shy.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah,
why
that's a role thing.
I
You're the
don't
man.
know.
You take the lead.
That's the part of community. It's hard. It's hard
Yeah.
for me, you know. But in my life, I speak. He said it's. I speak English in my life, and then our channel, I can, sometimes only we can make a video. That's a problem.
Why? Because I'm sitting next to you, so you just want me to talk and you don't have to talk.
Look,
Mhm.
I go over to Graham's place. As I said, his wife's been here for 15 years. She can understand English well, but
Mhm.
Graham and I will sit there and talk, and she will just sit at the bench behind us, rolling cigarettes for them. Yeah, she'll make coffees. It's a Filipina thing. Plus the fact that when Graham and I start talking, she has no idea about the concepts we talk about.
All right.
That's
Well, that's, yeah, that comes into play like watching a movie with Lynn.
yeah.
I can pick out, she likes the thrillers because she doesn't really have to understand what they're saying.
Yep.
It's more about who did it. She likes the who done it. So you don't know to the end.
Yep.
And so she likes to watch those with me. But other than that, if I play a regular video, I got to stop it every 3 minutes so she can go, what'd they say?
They do. What I have noticed because of the culture, they don't
Because
have the level of
sometimes our
they don't have
culture,
the level of education. They don't have the level of knowledge.
Well, that's like, you always hear about this before you come over here on YouTube, people and stuff. Oh, come to Philippines, everybody speaks English here. Well, they
Mhm.
speak English, but they don't, it's like going to Mexico. They speak English there too, but they speak it a different way than we do. So when
Yeah.
we speak our English and our sentences come out the way they come out, they look at you and go, "What?" Because yes, they speak English, understand English a little bit,
Yeah.
but
the
the
sentence
way
is
we talk
different.
English
Yeah.
is just totally different. It's, and it's
Because
the same here working in the store. I can have people come up to the window when she's not here, and they'll be scared and they'll walk away because I'm the only one there.
we can talk about we would talk about the war. We talk about the COVIDs. We talk about stuff like that. They don't understand it.
Mhm.
It's a different
Well,
level of conversation.
right.
Concepts is not a big thing. Why do people do what they do? It's not a big thing to Philippines.
Mhm.
Maybe the guys, no, even the guys I've talked to, they don't seem to get anything. They don't seem to get it. They're not interested in it.
Mhm.
They're more onto the day to day. They're
And
more about
that comes
people.
with along the line of the sarcasm.
Yeah,
Especially in the States, we do a lot of sarcastic remarks about things.
yeah,
And they take it as serious remarks,
yeah.
and get mad at us. They don't know we're joking.
Because
And,
it's different, the way.
yeah. But it's like I was watching a movie last night when she was working the store. And I told her, I said, well, I'm watching a movie. I said, it's not because I don't want you to watch it, but I know you won't understand it because it was. You ever heard of that movie Django?
Django, yeah,
Yeah. So I was watching that, and it deals with slavery back in early 1900s or whatever.
yeah,
And so I said, I know you wouldn't understand the concept of this,
yep.
So, and she saw the last half hour when you come in or
Yeah.
something.
Uh,
She's like, I have no idea what was going on. I said, well, that's why I didn't ask you to come sit down and watch it with me because I knew you wouldn't understand it. And I don't mind if I have to stop the video every so often and tell her what's going on. That doesn't bother me. But to be lost for the whole video, which I knew she would have been, because it, had comedy to it too. Had some
Yeah.
sarcastic remarks and stuff like that she would never get. It's
Yeah.
like watching a comedy. She would not understand our comedy from the United States, I don't believe.
Some I understand. Some.
She likes Joe Coy, but he talks about Filipino stuff.
Yeah.
He wasn't raised in the Philippines.
Because your joke sounds like it's not a joke, but it's a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, some can be. Well, it depends on the joke, depends on what they're talking about. They're talking politics. It doesn't sound like a joke. Because most of the time they make it sound like a joke when it's not really a joke. Or they just have to say, here's the president. And that's a good joke right there. Just say, here's our president. Here's Joe Biden. There's the joke.
Yep.
Now we got Donald Trump, and it'll be a little bit better. But, knowing that he can't reelect, how is this going to work out? We don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, we won't know anything. Well, nobody will know anything until, what is it, January the 21st?
Well, and one of the Americans were over here earlier today, like she said, and he got pissed off at me because I'm neither a Democrat or Republican. I've always tried to look at the person who's running and try and decide what I think is best. But I told him, I said, Democrats have already come out and said they're going to try and push the 14th Amendment out there on Donald Trump because of his courts, what they found him guilty on and stuff.
Yeah.
I said they're trying to push the 14th Amendment out there, and by inauguration time, it might be Kamala Harris that's getting inaugurated, not Donald Trump.
Okay, you're probably the one to ask. Okay, so Trump's now, Kamala Harris has conceded. Okay, Trump's the president. We got that. Now, Trump can't actually make any decisions till January the 21st, because that's when he gets sworn in or something.
No, 20th, yeah.
Yeah, or 20th, whatever. But so does that mean Kamala Harris is still president until then? Oh, Biden is still president until then? Or
Yes.
is it a no man's land right now?
No, Joe Biden is our president. I hate to say it, but
Okay.
he's our president. And
So
it's
you've
like a
got
lot of
Biden
people
as
said.
president.
Yeah. And she's the vice president. But the thing is, if they get the 14th Amendment through, if somehow or another that went through to where, come to find out, Donald Trump cannot be president because of what he was found guilty of, what was it, like 36 counts of stuff?
Well, he's charged with it. He hasn't been convicted.
Right. He was convicted on a couple things. But I'm just saying, if they push that through, and if it got through, they would do this before the inauguration, of course, which means whoever was running for president against him would be the president of the United States, which means Kamala Harris would win. Which means Kamala Harris, who quit running for president in 2019 because she was the low person on the totem pole then, and then was brought in as vice president with Joe Biden, and then was brought in as somewhat of a president in the last year because Joe Biden is not capable of running for president again. And she didn't even have to run for election to be running for president, in her Democrat people.
Yep.
And she would be, I would probably say if that happened, she would be the first president that never had to win an election. Never win an election to be president.
So pretty much what Australia did, and pretty much what the UK did.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, they just kept swapping him in and out.
yeah.
I think we had about 3 or 4 prime ministers in 6 years. No elections, or no selection.
How long is your presidency for over there?
Well, the Prime Minister is supposed to be every 4 years. We're supposed to have a vote. Vote for whatever dictator we want. That's why I don't vote. I'm not voting for some turkey to rule me.
Right.
I don't care which one it is. The one that shoves his fist up to his elbow all the way up to the shoulder. Just don't shove my fist up there. You just shove your fist up there. Simple.
Well, the reason why I said something about Trump is that even if he does become president on January 20th,
Mm-hmm.
he's only got 4 years. Everybody already knows that. He can't run for re-election. He's already did 4 years before. Most presidents usually don't turn the page into their book until their second 4 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
The first 4 years are about getting things in the way you want to run it, getting rid of people and stuff like that. But they're already picking on Trump. They're already, they're doing what they did in his first go around. So they're already holding him up. They're already causing trouble. I don't know how this is going to work out. I really don't. I don't know if something's going to happen drastically this time or what, but it's not going to be good, I don't think. And, everybody's like, oh, nothing has happened. Everything's nice and smooth. Transition. There's no transition yet until January 20th. Yes, there's a transition partial where Trump can start collecting top secret information and stuff.
Yeah, getting ready for the job.
Right. But I guess he's got a meeting with Biden this week, which they said this would be the first time an incoming president will meet with the outgoing president in probably 7 or 8 different presidents. It hasn't happened in a long time.
Yeah.
So how this is going to go over when they meet, I don't know, because they hate each other.
Mm.
So I'm saying Trump was reelected. He got the popular vote. He got the whatever vote.
Mm-hmm.
He has not been sworn in yet.
That's right.
So to say he's going to be the next president, we're to wait and see for me.
There's still weird shit that can happen.
There's a lot of shit that can happen because these Democrats can cause. Well, and the other thing is, from what way I understand it from years ago, is if we are at World War, I guess it has to be World War, not just war, like World War III.
Yeah.
If we are at World War III, we cannot bring in a new president until that war is over. I don't know if that's true or not.
No, that's what I understand as well.
So if the Democrats say we don't want to give this up, we'll just keep propping old Joe Biden up, and let's start World War III, which they really easily could do.
Well, see, that's where bringing Trump in makes more sense.
Well, Trump is not a warmonger, so he doesn't want to start wars, and that's what they don't like. That's what got JFK killed, John F. Kennedy. It wasn't because of the Vietnam War. We already had people over there.
He wanted to abolish the Fed.
Yeah, well, he didn't. JFK knew it was a losing battle if we went into Vietnam.
Yeah, Vietnam was what got him killed. He wanted to get rid of your central bank. He wanted to bring the money back to the government, not the bloody central bank.
And there's a lot of important businesses that would make a lot of money if we went to war.
Uh-huh.
And without going to war, they were not making money.
Yeah, the Clintons are making a fortune.
Oh, I remember when they left office, Hillary kept saying, "Oh, we're so broke. I can't believe how broke we are." The Obamas. Oh, we're so broke. I can't believe how broke we are.
Dude, we've got Albert Sleazy here. We're going to tighten your belts, and he's just bought a $4 million house for his girlfriend or his new wife, or whatever the hell she is, because she's a coastie.
Well, I'll guarantee you one thing: if if Trump does if it does go through and Trump becomes our next president, January 20th, you watch within the next month or two after that, and Kamala Harris will be filthy rich too.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to pay her off for taking over for the Biden fiasco. They're not going to take care of Biden because he's already gone. His mind is not there anymore anyway.
Yeah.
They'll take care of his wife probably.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I've been down too many research paths that sort of tee up. And I just don't go into those because it freaks people out. I know what they are.
Yeah, it's just that's why I quit voting years ago.
Mine's very a simple thing. I don't listen. No man has the right to tell me what to do.
All right.
So why am I going to vote for somebody to tell me what to do? And if I don't do it, they'll send their thugs, their heavily armed thugs around to beat me up and put me in a cage.
Yeah.
I've stepped out of that.
Well, you let Filipinos tell you what to do, don't you?
They can tell me, I just don't do it.
See there?
Like it's very deep to talk about the.
She's been trying to bully me for years, man.
What?
Been trying to poison them for years?
Oh no, Kamala is that
Oh, don't change the subject. She's trying not to talk about it.
What?
You don't want to give up her secrets about it.
What my secret?
Trying to take control of white guys.
Oh,
I'm trapped. I can't get out of here.
Oh, dude, when her and bloody Maria get together in the chat, and they get gang up on me.
You and Maria? Hang up on Peter?
before that.
Yeah. Every time.
Because
Every
Oh,
time.
yeah.
no, because
Oh,
because Peter is it what's that, Mr. Gabe? What you did? He sent me for the flowers, and Maria will.
oh, Maria got upset about that. Or
No, why you didn't send her like that?
I sent her flowers last year, I think.
Get jealous because why only me?
Yeah, I sent her flowers last year.
And also
Why did I send you flowers? Because you were very sad. You missed your husband. And you
boy,
needed
was that a come on. You fell for that, Peter?
No, I know the girl. I know this one here, man.
Yeah. Because one is the other people also they're like convinced to send na Peter send flowers to Lynn, something like that.
Oh God,
He
yeah, the
said-
girls are gonna do that shit.
Or he didn't.
Look,
Something
it served
like
its purpose. It cheered her up a bit.
But thank you very much for that. But yeah, something like that.
Yeah, she still has them.
What's happening?
These flowers, or is that heart or whatever that was with the flowers?
Mm-hmm.
I bet you she doesn't have any of the chocolates left.
Oh no, those are gone one day.
What? What?
Chocolate.
What you call it?
The
Of
chocolate
course. Uh-huh. Yeah.
I brought home a box of flowers and I was trying to share with everybody, but when I went to get one, they were all gone.
Oh, surprise!
There was an
surprise.
empty box in the refrigerator. That was it.
Mm-hmm.
Such a surprise.
Uh-huh.
That's what I said. I don't think it was the kids.
Yeah. Well, she'll blame the kids.
Yeah, of course that's the food. So like chocolate, like that. So
Yeah.
but despite of all, we're still
So what? I don't know
still
what we are. What are we?
we're friends.
Mhm.
Friends?
Peter Baga po, Mr. Kape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, first, the girlfriend of Mr. Kape.
What girlfriend? Oh, you mean? Oh, you mean
friend pissed off. What's that? Me? Because
Because you got the flowers and she
no,
doesn't?
it's not. It's not the other girl. The
Oh, that other
other
stupid thing, Samira.
Samara.
Oh,
Because
God help
you
me.
are in relationship and then
No, don't you start that crap, evil woman.
and then she pissed off because looks like Peter, like me because he always in my life, and then you feel like happy when you are in my life, and then in her life you sounds like you didn't feel happy, something like that. So
You have a long distance relationship, Peter?
No, I have never done LDR. Mind you, I've had, according to the girls, I've had 2 LDRs and 2 marriages online.
Wow.
well, sana all.
Hey, love.
One of them, Dave had to tell me about. He says, "Oh, go to her channel. Peter, come to Germany and marry me."
Oh, the other German.
Oh, yeah.
It's really, really young. That's your grandchildren already.
Yeah.
I'm just joking. How
I
old
have,
she?
from the word go, I have stated I am not going to the Philippines. I am not leaving my farm, and I'm not bringing a girl to Australia.
Uh-huh.
Can't do it.
You said me before. If I want to work there, you sent me there in your in
Yeah,
Australia.
yeah, that's
And
right.
then of
Yeah,
course
no
I
problem.
didn't
Yeah,
want
you come.
me.
Yeah, no
I
problem.
didn't want to go there alone. Of course, I'm go with my kids. But Peter
Hey, I
didn't.
didn't say I was paying for you to come here.
No, I can work there, and then you're sitting pretty while I'm working in the farm.
Oh, yeah.
I've even told her I'll just
She
hook her up
went
to the
under the
plough.
tree.
Oh, I told her I won't need a carabao. I'll just hook her up to the plough. Do the top of 5 See, that's the sort of humour that she gets.
Something like that, you know.
Well, there you go. Go down there and get a job with Peter. I'll
No,
wait here for you.
no, wait. Maybe you go with good
Peter
me.
take care of you for a couple of years.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, Tom Harris is
Tom,
one of those
what are you doing awake, Tom?
lurking.
Hey, Tom Harris.
Hello, Tom. Good evening. You're still awake? Wow.
Let's just get home from the casino.
Oh,
Oh, that's
wow.
a point. Hang on, what's today? Monday. It's not casino night on Monday.
Um,
No, it's Monday night.
in weekend only. How are you, Tom? Good evening. Thank you so much for coming. So it's nice that now we talk about that. What happened
How come
before?
Tom Harris never bought you any flowers?
Tom Harris don't like me because he said before I'm so very young for him. Right, Mr. Kape?
Did he really say that to you?
Huh?
No, he's got a crush on Love Channel.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Love Channel, Miss Luigi.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he's madly in love with her.
Still in love.
Tom Harris is?
Oh, yeah.
Oh hell
I'm
no!
still celebrating Donald win. Oh. Good luck.
Uh,
What are you talking about?
Hmm?
Who's Tom talking about?
Donald.
Yeah, who's that?
Your upcoming president.
Oh,
He's updated in America. Maybe he have a boyfriend in America.
who's Tom Harris?
I don't know. Tom Harris is still in love.
Peter, have you ever dated an American girl?
American.
Oh, he's thinking.
No,
He's thinking. Oh my gosh.
no,
No.
I haven't actually. Didn't have a lot of Americans here when I was growing up.
Ah. because you stay long already in Australia.
So you're German, but you lived in Australia most of your life.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just born there.
Uh,
No, I've had girls from a lot of different nationalities, but never had a Filipino girlfriend, never had an American girlfriend.
About Chinese.
Chinese, yes.
Wow, how would you
did
understand?
she make you anything?
Crazy. Oh, my
Yeah.
phone! My phone does
Everything
not work. My phone does not work. Oh, I forget my jumper. You drive to the city 4.5 hours and bring me my jumper. No, I'll just put it in a box and post it to you.
What's a jumper?
What?
Jumper, pullover, cardigan.
Jumper in the Philippines like ano?
A pullover.
Fall over.
Yeah.
Jumper in the Philippines, we called her like you connect the electricity and you didn't pay. That's jumper.
Yeah, Fiona was a crazy girl.
Filipina Joa is a big experience.
Mhm.
What time was he ever married to a Filipina?
I don't know if no, I think
I don't think Tom was married to a Filipina, was it, Peter?
I'm not sure, man. What I do know is there's a lot of Asian girls here, and they're constantly trying to find me a Filipina, Cambodian. Recently, I've been offered a Cambodian girl.
Wow.
Lots of Filipino wives here, so they all want to fix me up with their cousins, their friends, their sisters, their whatevers, or complete strangers that just suddenly appear in the area. Oh, she's single. This is so and so's daughter. She wants to have children. No.
good luck to you. Not married, just girlfriend Pinay.
Wow.
That's good, Tom. Peter, you have to try Filipina.
Yeah, I try curry. I try spaghetti. Just try a bit of Filipina. You've had the food, now have the women. Yeah.
Filipina Jowa is the big experience. What kind of experience that one, Tom?
Mm-hmm.
That's just
Not just.
Yeah, I've sort of.
Yeah, you have to try it.
I've had Sri Lankan girlfriend. Only back then she was Ceylonese. She was from Ceylon.
What?
Sri Lankan girlfriend.
Yeah.
What's lanking?
I don't know. That's Peter.
What's lanking?
Sri Lanka. It is a country just near India.
Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka.
Yes.
What the Sri Lanka what kind of people of Sri Lanka?
Sri Lankans.
That's whatever.
They look very similar to Indians.
Okay.
Tom
But
said
don't tell them-
the
don't
sweet
tell them
love of
they're-
a Filipina can get to Peter.
The sweet love of Filipina can get to her Peter.
Wow.
Wow. How is that, Mr. Kapil?
How many times have you been married, Peter? 2?
Twice, yeah.
Yeah, same. We are same. You too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm no stranger to pain. I've been married twice.
After 2 times, that's when you just turn to the Filipinas and say, "Okay, I'm just ready to just sit here and let you talk, and I have no idea what you're saying. I'll be happy."
No, apparently I've turned into a kangaroo raper.
Oh, really?
What?
Kangaroo rape?
Who's the kangaroo report?
I didn't know
Oh,
you
I've
could
had some drunken idiot troll make a video about me raping kangaroos. And it's like, okay, no problems.
Do I dare ask, how do you rape a kangaroo?
Yeah, I don't know.
Good luck.
Shortly after that, he got turfed out of his apartment. Had to go. He went to jail. Then he went to rehab. Now he's in a halfway house. He lost all his stuff because it all got confiscated.
Does Peter know Sam?
No, Sam Chronicles.
Sammy Chavez.
Sam?
I know Sammy Chavez.
Is that what that is? I don't know what his last name is. Sam.
Sam Chronicles,
Yeah.
the name of channel.
Sam Chronicles. He's Brisbane.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Well, now it's just called
Yeah,
just Sam. I
Sam.
think Sam was.
just Sam. Yeah, that was it.
I don't know if him and Yenny are still together or not.
Yeah, he doesn't do much
They're
on
busy.
YouTube now. He did something earlier last week. He doesn't do a lot of videos
Saw him
anymore.
go to, I think he went to a casino or something, a new casino. He was showing a walkover bridge and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't take that much notice. I lived in Brisbane forever.
You try go in the Philippines.
You're gonna hit every time she talks to you. Does she say that to you, Peter?
What?
That you need to come to the Philippines?
Oh, every time.
Yeah. Because so that you can experience in the Philippines. I know.
Yeah, you really want to experience the Philippines.
Yeah.
If you love humidity, you'll love it here.
Oh yeah, you have humidity. He always there in the farming. They
Oh,
are,
I want to live in an open air sauna.
and then he do farming. Of course, it's
What they do for you? What are they gonna do for you?
No, he doing the thing at his farm. So he use almost of the time. Casino is not good to. Yes, you're right.
Casino not a good place to find
Asawa,
the sour.
wife.
It isn't. How I don't know. How come?
Casino.
Well, she might be rich. She's in the casino, so she's got a lot of money.
My idea, that's why Tom Harris is said that it's not good place to find asawa because most of the people there is I don't know what to judge, but
You don't want to judge.
it's not I don't know what's it's not approved. I don't not all I didn't judge.
Well, casinos ain't like they used to be back in the old days. You know?
I don't know what's the casino, but it's most of them are gambling. Is that
Oh yeah, gambling, but they have shows there now, very high class shows. That
worldly,
cost a lot of money to go see.
worldly activities
Yeah.
like that?
Yeah, they're middle class tarts, not the low class ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
plus
Sometimes you'll see an elephant.
what kind of elephant?
I don't know what kind of elephant, just an elephant.
Oh.
That's actually most of the women that go to pubs and clubs, casinos.
Like, so it means you can.
You've never been in a casino, have you?
No, I never been. I don't
Well,
know.
how do you know?
Huh?
How do you know?
That's my idea. What's the
Well,
other
that's
thing?
just an idea. That's just like saying, well, I think Scott robbed the bank today because he had more money today than he did yesterday. Just an idea.
I don't know, but that's the I don't know, but I never been to casino. What's the people?
So how do you know, right? You don't know.
Because this said that's what worldly,
Oh, it is worldly.
or the high
Depends
class.
on where you're at, I guess.
Why?
Is casinos worldly, Peter?
They would definitely be an eye-opening experience for Cupcake.
Yeah,
What experience of what?
an eye-opening experience.
And I open. Yes, what's that mean?
Yeah, again, it depends on the casino as well. Some casinos do have the big shows, others don't.
Right.
Yeah,
Some are
others will have a nightclub section or something like that.
Right.
Never been there. I don't have idea. But
I know in the States, a lot of casinos have smoking sections because most places you're not allowed to smoke in anymore, but casinos you can.
mm,
Yeah. See, the Treasury Casino is basically gambling and dancing on a Friday and Saturday night, dancing and drinking.
Yeah, drinking and yeah, unless they have the big stage, big show.
No, not at the Treasury.
Yeah,
That's what I'm going with that. If you go down to Jupiter's Casino, then they have the big stage shows.
yeah.
Mm.
Right?
You
It
see,
depends on the target audience.
I don't know what's that elephant you mean. Is that real elephant?
yeah, elephants are real.
What we do,
She
why
wants to know if elephants are real.
Of course, they're real.
they're in a casino not smoking? You cannot go there.
I can't go there. They don't allow smoking. Peter won't go there neither.
Las Vegas, I think, have elephants in there, don't they?
Well, but, I mean, they used to always have at least one circus show someplace in it, one of the casinos, you know.
Because Siegfried and Roy, they were a permanent fixture. At one of
Well,
them.
they're no longer existing.
Yeah, well, one of them, one's still alive, the other one's not.
Right. But I don't think there's much of animal shows anymore, really. I don't think.
Oh, see, I don't know. I'm only going by what I see in the movies and on docos and shit.
Really?
But I've never been. I've been close to Vegas and been in casinos, but I've never been in a casino in Vegas. I've been to Vegas a few times just I went to casinos.
Again, I'm not a huge gambler either.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't even put the lotto in. I don't even buy scratchies.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't either. I never played the lottery or, you know, if I remember once in a while, I'll take a shot if it popped in my head at the lottery night or something. But yeah, I'm the same way. I mean, if I go into a casino with some friends, I'll take $20 out of my wallet, and once I spend that, I'm done. You know.
I don't even do that. I get dragged. Yeah, I used to get dragged to a casino by friends, but I've never done the gambling thing. I just find it a waste of time and effort.
Yeah, my ex-wife and I, we had some friends where we were living in Michigan. They come up to see us, and they just finished up building that casino there. And they come up to see us. They wanted to go to the casino, so we all went to the casino. And her husband, holy shit! I mean, he was running back and forth from the ATM machine to the blackjack table.
Yeah.
And I don't know how much he spent that night. None of my business, but he must have hit that ATM machine at least 5 times.
Shit.
You know, somebody like that, it's like, dude, you're never gonna win because you're so far behind the start. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Yeah. So that's again, drinking, waste of money.
Yeah.
Gambling, waste of money.
So it means
How about smoking?
they have a lot of trouble there.
Smoking, yeah, waste of money. But I enjoy my cigarettes.
Trouble, like this.
Well, that's the way I look at it. I gave up drinking many years ago, probably 20, 25 years ago. And
I
so
drink
my
Coke.
last bad habit is smoking. That's it. Once I quit smoking, I might as well die, I guess, because I have no bad habit.
Mm-hmm. That's it. I've got caffeine and nicotine. That's what I got.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't drink. I don't gamble. I don't do drugs. I don't chase loose women. I don't chase tight women.
Wow.
I've got caffeine and nicotine. That's it.
Do you let the women chase you?
Oh God! I mean, half the time nowadays, I just put my head down and get gone.
Now, Tom said they have special this week: T-bone steak, $20 casino restaurant.
Yeah.
T-bone steak.
What's that thing?
But then I've never chased a woman. Hell, man, both of my wives asked me to marry them.
Well, Peter never chased a woman.
Never choose. I don't know.
I've never had that scarcity mentality. There's always women out there, and they
So
always want to come over and start talking to you.
so it means in casino, most of people there is have money because
Well, everybody in there has money until they start walking out the door, and then they have no money. The casino has their money now. I don't know if you heard her, but she wanted to know if everybody that was in the casino has money.
Yep, they go in with money, they come out with empty pockets.
Yes. The money you thought you were going to win and build a new house for your Filipino girlfriend just went out to the casino.
looks like we're going to the mall.
Yeah. Going to the mall.
We bring our money to mall.
Hey, at least if you go to the mall and spend money, you come home with stuff.
Right.
Oh yeah, you eat food and then you have an aircon
Mm-hmm.
in the shopping like that.
Yes.
Well, but in the casino, no return if you lost.
No, they do have good food in casinos. Most casinos have pretty good food. You give them that. And it depends on what time of year you go into a casino. If it's the off season, you're going to get the menu is going to be cheaper than the busy season. It's like when I used to go out to Arizona, I would stay at a casino during the off season because the rooms were slashed like from $200 down to $50
Mm-hmm.
just to get people to stay there in the off season.
Look, even the local hotels, the local pubs, they have good meals.
Yeah,
Yeah, they want to bring the people in.
yeah.
They want to bring in the families. So they have a restaurant section in most of the pubs.
Why'd you do that?
Especially in a country pub.
Yeah. But, you know, it's hard to bring a family into a casino because you got to be 21, don't you, to enter one thing.
Let's see, you can take your kids in certain sections of a pub, the restaurant section. There's another section. Oh, out in the beer garden.
Pub, yeah, but you couldn't take them on the floor of a casino, though.
Not where the gambling is, but you
Right.
could take them to the restaurant section or the outdoor sitting area, like the beer garden we have here in the pubs. Kids can go in the beer garden,
Okay.
but not in the public bar.
Well, like in the States, at least in Michigan, I don't know if every state's different. In Michigan, you can take your kid into the bar with you up until I think it's 9:00 at night, and then you got to be 21 to enter.
All right.
But that's because usually that's when the live band starts playing, so they don't want kids taking up seat, from adults who are going to buy more beer and stuff, where the kid's just going to sit there,
Yeah, 9:00. It's past the kids' bedtime. Send them home.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, again, it's a country pub thing more than a city pub.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think. Wynnum, back in the city, I lived out in the suburbs on the coast. That was no, they still had the same sort of thing. You'd still have your restaurant area, your beer garden. Kids were acceptable there, regardless of what time.
Right.
But they weren't allowed to run around in the public bar or the games rooms or any of that. And you couldn't send the kids up to go to the bar and get me a scotch and a Coke, Jimmy. You couldn't send your kid up to do that.
Well, we got people here. They send their 6-7-year-old kids down here to buy cigarettes for them.
We used to do that when we were kids.
Yeah.
You use the gun?
Yeah. You said when we were kids, we could do that.
Mm-hmm.
But here in the Philippines, they still do that.
Yeah.
Yes, secretly, something like that.
And again, when you were a kid, you used to go door to door Halloweening or
Yep.
trick or treating. They still do that in the Philippines, but they don't
No.
do it in Western countries now.
Well, they don't go door to door here. They just go store to store.
Okay.
They don't. They hit all the sorry stores. They don't hit the people in the houses.
Oh, okay.
Because I know in the States, like if you have your porch light on Halloween, that means you're open for handing out candy.
Hmm.
You know, here nobody had their lights on or anything. The only places that were even occupied were the sorry stores, and that's all they hit. All these kids around here, the only place they went were the sorry store.
Well, it's guaranteed to have lollies.
Yeah, but then they came back on Saturday and Sunday, and then said no.
Hang on, I can't afford you little buggers. Piss off.
And,
Yeah.
and also in Christmas, oh my gosh, they'll have a lot of
Yeah, I've heard Christmas singing starts December 16th,
Oh, freaking carolers.
and then you got to give them, supposed to give them money. I said, can you give them candy? She said, yeah. I said, give them candy.
Yeah,
But
I
they
think
have
some,
not only the kids are caroling. Here in the Philippines, not only the kids, they have
Oh, really? Adults, Carolyn?
adults.
Oh.
They have for the
So
churches.
Peter comes over here, he's got to go Carolyn.
Oh, that's
oh,
our.
hell no. Now I want to see Scott go out caroling this year.
The they have
Oh, sit up.
What a funny thing about Halloween, too, is so a group of kids or whatever, they may have a couple adults with them, would come over here to trick or treat. Only one kid would have something to carry the candy in. So you'd
Right.
give all the candy to one person.
And
That wouldn't have went over. At least when I was a kid, that wouldn't have went over because there would have been a lot of fights out there in the streets.
Oh, hell yeah. I wanted the Mars bar.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, sometimes like that. But, it's
Mhm.
not, but here mostly is the one only.
And none of them. I think we only had one group of kids that had any kind of dress up, and they painted their faces. That was it. But they did sing very well.
All right.
They painted their faces, plus they sang a song. I can't remember what song it was.
Oh, so they're combining Christmas with Halloween.
I guess, but yeah, they were the best ones. I mean, everybody else, none of the kids around here put a costume on at all. I didn't see anybody dressed in a costume.
That's what
Did you?
they said, trick or treat.
Yeah, they just come by and say Happy Halloween, and they look at me and say, "Well," I said, "What?" I said, "No costume, no candy, unless you want to sing a song." And oh, we can't sing. You know?
But they sing the Christmas song. Oh,
Yeah, some boys come over and they started singing a Christmas song for Halloween.
Yeah, what Halloween songs are there?
They don't.
They
Yeah,
know.
They don't know any Halloween songs.
No, don't know.
She just watched, what was it, 2 weeks before Halloween, I had her watch the movie Halloween.
Mm. Oh, no, you made her watch that one.
Yeah, the original one. And she
Uh,
loved it. She loved it. And she said, is there more? I said, yeah, there's about 18 more. I think there's part 18 or something, you know.
There's
Because
a
that
new
type of
movie, new
is-
Philippine movie. It's called Tick Tick, Tick Tick, Tack Tack, Tack Tack, an Aswang Story.
I never heard.
It's a new Philippine movie. It is you'll laugh your guts up.
I don't know.
Do you know it?
What again?
Tick
I
tick or
think-
tack tack?
Tack Tack, an Aswang Story.
I didn't hear that.
It's only new. It only just came out this year.
Mm.
For Halloween? It's a scary movie then or something?
Yeah, it's a Philippine movie.
Oh,
Is it scary at all or no?
For you and me,
Yeah.
hilarious. Absolutely.
yeah, mostly Filipino
Yeah.
is hilarious. I
For
like
the Philippines, Cupcake should probably be hiding under the chair.
Oh, really?
Mm.
He said you'd probably be hiding under the chair. You'd be
Filipino.
scared.
I like the not
She
scared.
likes the Korean ones.
Well, you know, and she doesn't believe in Halloween.
Hmm.
I don't believe. I don't. When I become a
I tried to tell her, I said, if you believe in God, you got to believe in the devil himself.
don't believe. No.
Halloween is All Hallows Eve, which is it's got religious connotations. It's also to do with harvesting.
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 Yeah, I think it's your last harvest.
Mhm.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah.
Oh, you're low but na yourself. You're
Oh, I'm dying.
Oh,
I don't have a charger on here.
you don't
I
have-
can't plug it in. Not why it's on.
Oh, Mr. Kapi, thank you very much.
Peter, we're gonna have to let you go. Sorry, bud. Battery's
I was
about
just-
out.
I was just trying to break in there and sort of go, I'm gonna go to sleep.
Thank you very much. No, good night, Tom Harris.
Yeah, thanks for coming up, Peter.
Thank you,
Tom Harris.
Tom
Thank you.
Harris.
Oh good, otherwise you'd have to talk to Cupcake.
I got to talk to her tonight anyway.
Ah well.
ZG, thanks for coming by.
See you later.
All right, Peter. Thank you, buddy.
Oh my God.
ZG,
Oh.
thanks for stopping by. Was there anybody
And
else?
Everybody else, very good
That was
night.
it. God bless y'all. Hope everybody has a great Veterans Day. Don't forget, if you're in the States, stop by a cemetery and salute the veterans that are unfortunately buried there. God bless y'all. Have a great day, great night.
Bye bye. Bless everyone. Be safe. Thank you very much, Peter.